Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Willys Jeeps, an iconic military vehicle, hold a significant place in history, particularly during World War II. Designed to meet the U.S. Army's need for a light, versatile, and durable reconnaissance vehicle, the Jeep quickly became a symbol of the Allied war effort. The Willys Jeep played a crucial role in the U.S. military's operations in the Philippines during World War II and continues to be used to this day, but for more commercial and recreational purposes. MD1 is a Philippine company renowned for its dedication to producing high-quality, precise parts for vintage Jeep restorations. Using advanced technology and a commitment to meticulous processes, MD1 ensures that each part meets the standards needed to maintain the integrity of these classic vehicles. One of the key tools in this process is their plasma cutting machine, which uses a high-energy beam to melt and cut various metals with incredible accuracy. The plasma cutting machine is an essential tool in achieving precise cuts and complex shapes without deforming the metal sheet. This allows MD1 to create parts with intricate designs that are true to the original specifications. Once the metal sheet has been cut, it is ready to be shaped into the desired vehicle part. The next step in the process involves a hydraulic press, a machine that applies an enormous amount of force to shape the metal into the required geometry using a die set. Once the sheet metal part has been shaped, workers move on to treating the metal to ensure its durability. They apply rust inhibitors and sealants near the joints to protect the area after bolts have been inserted. This treatment helps reduce fatigue wear at the joint, extending the lifespan of the part. Typically, workers place washers on the bolts before securing them with nuts, which helps distribute the load evenly and prevents damage to the parts being joined. Although vintage Jeeps have a simpler design with less rigid specifications compared to modern vehicles, MD1 workers follow strict standards, especially when it comes to bolt torque specifications. To further strengthen the part, spot welds are applied alongside bolts to ensure a stiff, reinforced assembly. The edges of the sheet metal are also bent using a hammer and jig, which increases rigidity and reduces the risk of edge damage. For some vehicle components, workers turn to MIG welding, a process ideal for welding thin to medium thickness sheet metal. MIG welding is efficient and produces clean welds with minimal distortion, making it easy to perform with precision. Locking pliers are used to keep the metal sheets in place while workers carry out the welding. After welding, small deformations are corrected with light taps from a hammer to ensure the parts fit together perfectly. The MIG welding process uses a continuous wire as an electrode and an inert gas, typically argon or a mix of argon and carbon dioxide, to create the weld. After the sections are welded together, they are left to cool naturally, reducing the formation of residual stress. Once cooled, any residual slag or spatter from the welding is removed, and the parts are polished to ensure a smooth finish. Next, primer coating is applied to the parts. This base coat helps the subsequent layers of paint adhere while also preventing rust formation. The base coat provides the part's primary color, and a final clear coat is applied to give the part a shiny, smooth finish. Once the parts have gone through the painting process, they are carefully packaged into crates tailored to fit their specific dimensions. These crates are designed to safely transport the parts to clients around the world, ensuring they arrive in perfect condition. The growing demand for vintage Jeep vehicles, driven by enthusiasts passionate about restoring classic models, has led to the ongoing success of MD1. With their dedication to quality craftsmanship and attention to detail, Maryland Wan has maintained a leading position in the industry, producing over 1,500 vehicles per year, ensuring the legacy of the classic Jeep continues to thrive worldwide. The U.S. military forces have always had vehicles that have been prominent and iconic thanks to their versatility and usefulness. Of these is the M113 vehicle, an armored personnel carrier considered one of the most versatile and enduring armored vehicles ever produced. Even so, as a result of technological advances in the military industry, during the decades following the creation of the M113, the M2 Bradley was introduced to complement the operations of the old APC. This infantry fighting vehicle, which entered service in 1983 and has been in use ever since, was designed for reconnaissance missions. And used as an armored transport for a 9-man rifle squad, offering advantages in suppressing and eliminating most threats to friendly infantry. Seeing the potential of the M2 Bradley design during several operations carried out in recent decades, the U.S. Army developed a program to replace the M113 and its family of vehicles called the Armored Multi-Purpose Vehicle, or AMPV. It is designed to provide far superior protection and durability than the M113 it replaces, especially against roadside bombs and underbody blasts, which were common threats in recent conflicts. This increased survivability means soldiers can confidently maneuver in dangerous areas with a higher degree of safety. The AMPV is also based on the Bradley chassis, which helps streamline maintenance and logistics, eventually reducing costs and ensuring that parts are available across the fleet. AMPV's design resembles a Bradley without its turret, emphasizing its support rather than direct combat role. It allows it to serve multiple roles, from mortar carrier to mission command to medical treatment vehicle. Each variant allows the Armored Brigade combat teams to function effectively across different scenarios, ensuring medical, logistical, and command support keeps pace with frontline units. The AMPV must operate alongside the M1 Abrams main battle tank and the M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle in the ABCT. This constant development of new technologies implemented in military vehicles has been a trend that is reflected in the appearance of renewal programs such as the Next Generation Combat Vehicle, intended to implement a variety of armored vehicles to add new capabilities to Army units and replace existing platforms that are nearing the end of their useful life. Given the emergence of sophisticated enemy systems, including advanced ammunition, anti-tank missiles, and cyber-electromagnetic warfare, the initiative drives the rapid innovation for Army vehicles. These advances are developed in specialized centers such as the U.S. Army Combat Capabilities Development Command Ground Vehicle Systems Center, located at Detroit Arsenal in Michigan. GVSC's mission spans the entire spectrum of vehicle development, from research and initial design to engineering, prototyping, testing, and integration, ensuring ground systems remain at the forefront of technological capabilities. Its mission aligns with the Army's modernization efforts in initiatives such as the NGCV team, which focuses on the rapid development and fielding of advanced combat platforms. From these developments by the NGCV, interesting designs and prototypes have been explored that seek to revolutionize combat methods. One of these includes robotic combat vehicles to offload the most dangerous missions from human soldiers to these autonomous or remotely operated platforms. Currently, the initiative has produced 3 variants, including light, medium, and heavy, that can engage specific mission roles, like reconnaissance or direct combat. RCVs can integrate weapon systems, such as anti-tank guided missiles or medium-caliber guns, and even deploy other payloads like electronic warfare systems or counter-unmanned aerial systems technologies. These systems have been tested in several conditions, and the military forces are familiarized with them during events like the RCV Soldier Operational Experiment 2. These experiments provide the essential information to integrate RCV into combat formations, refine tactics, and gather direct feedback from soldiers. From the rugged battlefields of World War II to the advanced test ranges of modern military innovation, the evolution of ground vehicles reflects the ever-changing demands of warfare. The Willys Jeep, once a symbol of grit and utility, lives on thanks to passionate restorers and manufacturers like MD1, who preserve its legacy for future generations. At the same time, platforms like the M113, M2 Bradley, and the AMPV continue to push forward the capabilities of today's armored forces, offering unmatched versatility, protection, and mobility across the battlefield. Whether it's carrying troops to safety, providing command and medical support, or launching precision mortar fire, these vehicles serve as the backbone of the Army's ground maneuver operations. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.